If colonization were a fashion show, France would have shown up overdressed, late, and convinced it invented civilization. They didn't start first. Portugal and Spain beat them to the punch. But when France did show up to the empire-building party, they arrived with wine, Enlightenment ideals, and enough smug attitude to power a baguette factory. Let's rewind. The "we're better than you" era. France's colonial hustle started in the 1600s, when they realized everyone else was getting rich off sugar and slaves. They looked west, saw Canada, and thought, it's cold and miserable. Perfect. So they took Quebec, built some fur trade posts, and started renaming everything. They also got to the Caribbean because someone had to make the rum and cane sugar money. Spoiler, it wasn't ethical. Haiti, the golden goose that got tired of being plucked. France made Haiti the richest colony in the world by the late 1700s, thanks to backbreaking slave labor and zero shame. But then came a little thing called the Haitian Revolution, aka when the enslaved population stood up, beat Napoleon's army, and said, "You can keep your revolution. We'll make our own." France was so embarrassed, they pretended it never happened, and then forced Haiti to pay reparations for freeing themselves. That's like charging someone for walking out of a burning building you set on fire. Africa, the Francophone grab bag. In the 1800s, France looked at Africa and said, "Mon Dieu, we forgot a continent." So they raced through West Africa, Central Africa, and North Africa, planting flags and pretending everyone loved French food. They turned places like Algeria into actual departments of France, as if they were annexing a suburb and not an entire country with its own history and people. And when independence movements kicked up, France doubled down, especially in Algeria, where an 8-year brutal war ended with France finally letting go in 1962, but not before millions were displaced and hundreds of thousands died. Asia, a casual disaster. Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia were roped into something France called Indochina, which is fancy for future disaster. They tried the usual colonizer recipe: exploit the land, rewrite the language, and install puppet rulers. But Vietnam didn't play along. Cue the First Indochina War. France got roasted so hard at Dien Bien Phu in 1954 that they just packed up and left. It was the world's most passive-aggressive breakup, modern colonial vibes still lurking. You'd think they'd stop, but France still has overseas territories, many of which never fully gained independence, and the Francophone influence still strong. From West African currency, controlled by France, to French troops casually advising governments they never really left. It's like that ex who moved out, but kept the spare key. So what did we learn? France colonized for glory, sugar, and self-esteem. They lost most wars. They lost most colonies. But somehow they still act like they invented dignity. Their empire fell apart. But their accent still gets you hired in fine dining. And that's France. They didn't conquer the world. They just made it speak French. This has been History Roasted.